you're gonna fucking mock me,
get out of my
yo,
face.
don't fucking mock me.
Get out of my face,
dude.
bro.
What's your take on it?
My take on it? I think that it was kind of horrendous.
What part?
Of the encampment?
Yeah.
I mean, I was assaulted inside the encampment, like
Inside the encampment?
tons of times, yeah. Protesters, about 40 of them, mobbed me and pushed me outside of the encampment.
What were you doing to get pushed outside?
Just filming, public property. So I was just filming, and about 40 of them flocked me, and they 1, 2, 3 pushed me until I was outside there. I started probably around here, pushed me up the stairs. Not only that, there was, I think, some pretty clear discrimination against Jewish students, not allowing people who were very visibly and outwardly Jewish inside the encampment.
Sure.
Unless they were very also visibly and overtly on the side of the people who were in here. I also think that it was kind of, this building is over 100 years old. So the fact that there was just graffiti all over this place, I think is pretty, no, I agree with you. They did a great job, but I mean,
property.
but look at this, see this? Like, this is damage for
This is
power washing.
this is
Like, no, it's all over. I mean,
dude, I gotta say, pointing to this.
yeah.
you seen the dismembered children in Palestine?
Yeah, it's a war. It's a war, yeah. I mean,
it's a genocide.
it's not, what's the definition of genocide?
When it's the definition of genocide is when there's a mass movement of military force and bombing.
That's a war.
You didn't let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to hear what you asked?
Go ahead, define it.
It's when there's absolute purpose to remove an ethnic group of people with no plan whatsoever to do with them after that.
Can you prove that the Israeli government is intentionally trying to move Arab people?
Netanyahu said, dude.
No, he didn't. Cite it. Did you know that 21% of the Israeli population are Arabs that have full citizenship, full voting rights? They serve in the Knesset, they serve in the Supreme Court.
How do you feel about 40,000?
So how can you argue when Palestinian is not an ethnicity, it's a race? How can you argue that the Israeli government is intentionally attempting to do away?
One
second. How can you argue that they're intentionally attempting to remove an ethnic group while in their own country 21% of their population are genetically the same as those other people?
In what world do you justify 40,000 people dead?
40,000 people?
40,000 human beings.
40,000
dead.
people is incredibly low for
It's
a modern death toll.
incredibly low?
Yes, when Russia invaded
You
Ukraine,
are fucking
hold up,
tripping,
pause.
dog.
When
You
Russia,
are out of your gourd.
When
If you
Russia
are going to
invaded
justify
Ukraine-
in any way 40,000 people dead.
It's a war.
They're
People
harvesting
die in
their
armed
fucking
conflicts.
organs.
Okay,
dude.
let me respond.
They're harvesting their organs out of the dead Palestinians.
Let me respond.
fucking
Let me respond. You've rambled.
I don't want to be on any of this.
First of all, 40,000 people dead is an incredibly low death toll. Okay, get away from her. 40,000, you're focused
I'll
on me.
talk to you over here. I don't
40,000 people dead is incredibly low for a modern death toll.
It's incredibly
Yes,
low
when
for
Russia
modern
invaded
death toll.
Ukraine,
So you
they
think
invaded the
lives are
city.
dispensable,
They
man?
invaded the city of Mariupol, which has a population of 400,000 people. 30,000 people died in the first 30 days. This war's been going on for
you
8
think
months.
that's
Not only
incredibly
that, but
low?
Dr. Abraham Weiner, professor of data science and statistics at the University of Penn Wharton, did an in-depth analysis of the death toll and found that it's statistically impossible. Okay, there should be a direct correlation between the deaths of men and women, but there isn't. There's a negative correlation. There should be a direct correlation between the deaths of women and children, but there isn't. There's no correlation. The death toll rises with almost exact metronomic linearity every single day, 270 people, give or take 15%. That's statistically impossible. Not only that, their reporting indicates that there are no non-combatant men dying, which is also statistically impossible if you're arguing
What if there were
indiscriminate bombing.
40,000 Israelis dead, right? How would you feel?
I would think that it's a war, depending on the tactics being used.
So you justify
Give me
it's a war.
a provable instance where Israel is intentionally attacking civilians.
Dude, they're bombing fucking hospitals.
What hospital?
Are you
Name
tripping?
the hospital.
I don't know the name of it.
Okay,
I'm not
sure.
going to play your little semantics.
So how can you tell me
dude,
that
I
Israel's
gotta walk
bombing
away from you
hospitals if you
'cause
can't name
you're
a single
tripping.
hospital that's been
You probably
bombed?
deserve to get the shit beat out of you.
Okay, cool. All right,
Human lives. 40,000 fucking people.
it's a war. It's a war that Hamas instigated. They invaded Israel and killed 1,200 people. It's a war. Did you get all that on camera? Okay, good. Well, we got him to talk to us. Okay, you're on public property, buddy.
I understand you know your facts and everything, but
I'm glad that you acknowledge that. Can you also acknowledge that you don't know your facts?
Yo, shut up for a minute. You point to fucking property This is stone, my friend.
Yes, it is
There's
stone.
fucking babies dead.
You know what
because
else is made out of
the
stone?
Israel
Hospitals.
Government is fucking bombing children.
Okay, name one child. Like, I don't know. Dude, people die in wars. This war was instigated by an attack that killed 1,200 people on October 7th. Okay?
Dude, their
Of
names
course,
are
what
all over
do you want is, do you think that America shouldn't have
They killed
invaded
1,000
Afghanistan after
people.
9/11?
Absolutely. They killed fucking hundreds of thousands of people.
Who?
America. We live in a fucking fascist, imperialist fucking
Define
military
fascist. What's
empire,
fascist? What's
dude.
fascist?
We killed
Define fascism.
hundreds of thousands.
Define
Dude,
fascism.
I'm not playing your fucking semantic
Okay,
games.
how are you
You're
going to come
fucking,
tell me,
coming
how
arguing with
can you
all
come
this
up to me
bullshit.
and tell me,
The US
America's a
government-
fascist state when you can't even tell me what a fascist state is?
Fucking.
What is it?
You want to walk away for a minute, man?
No.
You're gonna fucking mock me?
Okay, get out of my
Yo,
face.
don't fucking mock me.
Get out of my face,
dude.
bro.
Don't
Get out of my
fucking
face.
mock me.
Get out of my face.
Fascism is when a fucking government makes laws that tell women what they can do with their bodies.
Okay, like Gaza, Hamas in Gaza,
Dude, it's a
a
fucking
woman's
colonized
in
state.
Gaza, a
You're
woman's
tripping.
testimony.
You are fucking tripping.
Hamas is the
It's a
sole
fucking
governing authority of the
colonized
Gaza
state.
Strip. A woman's testimony is worth half that of a man. Women can't leave their houses without permission of a male guardian.
Why do I?
Okay, enough with that guy. Let's do our walkthrough.